Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet and welcome to yet another live stream here on WooEnglish. As always, I am Hamza Jatte. As you can see here, I will be your host through this wonderful vocabulary journey that we are going to be having today. And believe it or not, today we'll be talking about money. All right, so I think this will be an exciting topic for a lot of you, including me, to be honest. I love talking about money, but I cannot talk about how can you make it. So I will just tell you how you can talk about money, guys. So it's making it is on you. So I would wait for more people to join before I can start the live stream. So let me see who will join us today. I see that some people are joining. So please make sure to say hello in the chat. Let us know where you are joining us from. So we can start. I'm joining from Morocco. So as always, I'm streaming from Morocco. Let me know where you guys are joining us from today. I'm joining from Morocco. And in Morocco, like in a lot of other Muslim countries, we still have Ramadan. So Ramadan is a holy month here in Morocco where we are fasting from dawn to sunset, from sunrise to sunset. Okay. So we fast, we don't eat, we don't drink water. So that's how it goes. All right, and as I said, so today we'll be talking about money. Let me share with you my screen. So yeah, this will be the topic of today. Today we will be talking about money. Let me remove this from my face. So yeah, today we'll be talking about money. As I said, I will show you how you can talk about money, but I cannot show you, unfortunately, how you can make some money. So I will wait for more people probably to join. I see no live in the there is no life in the chat. It's silent in the chat. So make sure to say hello probably and let us know where you are joining us from. That will be uh, so wonderful. Let me just fix my light. I think that's a tiny bit better. Hello, Pamela. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? Nazreen, hello, welcome. We must work hard and focused for gaining money. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Like, money, it takes a lot of time and effort. A lot of time and effort. You know, uh, sometimes on the internet we hear a lot about those people who tell you, "Hey, do you want to become rich very very quick?" All right, and they sell you. Mostly they are scams. All right, if someone tells you to to that you are going to make money very very fast, that's like 80% a person who is trying to take your money. All right, so be careful out there. So like Nazreen says, we must work hard, we must stay focused, we must be patient, and because it takes time to make money, unfortunately. Yeah, money is everything in the world. Oh wow, wow, that's such a big statement, Pamela. So we will see if people agree with you or not. Money is everything in the world. I agree, but it gives us like a lot of it gives us like a lot of opportunities, a lot of like uh, it allows us to do a lot of things, but at the same time, there are other things that are very very important in life. Yes, but we must get some abilities for it. What do you mean by abilities here? And of course, yeah. So before we start, as always, so make sure to like this video and share it with your friends if you don't mind, so that more and more people can join us on this live stream. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe and, of course, activate the notification bell. That way, you will not miss our future live streams. I think we can jump right into it and start talking about making money. Affirmative is here. Money solves a lot of problems, but not in everything. I agree. Yes, yes, it doesn't solve everything. There is a joke. There is a joke that I really love. It says that I have 100 problems, and money can solve 99 of them. It's a very, very wonderful statement. So I have 100 problems, and money can solve 99 of them, right? So money, I agree, it can solve like a lot of problems. Ashar Matov, hello and welcome, and I hope you are doing great. Hello, Entertainment Baba. Hello, Namaskar. Where are you joining us from? You're joining us from India. Is that right? So welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's a very, very warm welcome. And I think we should start. So let's start talking about money. And of course, to talk about money, we should talk about some vocabulary. All right. So let me ask you guys, what is some vocabulary that you guys know that is related to money? India, great. I figured. Very, very nice. Very cool. Abilities may be a very kind of thing that we can do it, but about some jobs, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, so there are things that we can do with money, a lot of things we can do with money, but not everything. There are things that we can do without money. I will give you one example: being with people that you love, that doesn't take any money, right? Or talking to your parents on the phone, that doesn't take any money, doesn't need any money. You can just like pick the phone and make the call. Money or happiness? Is it money or happiness, or money is happiness? A lot of people believe that money is happiness. May God solve our problems. Thank you. Thank you. Solve all our problems. Expensive. All right. This is one word related to money is expensive. Yes. Something that is expensive means something that costs a lot of money, right? Clothes, for example, if they are expensive, they mean you need to pay a lot of money for them. Great. Negotiation. I really love this word, negotiation. Negotiation basically is if I want to buy something from you and you say I want to sell it for $100. Negotiation is when I say I will give you $80, right? So it's negotiation is those like it is does that discussion or argumentation when we try to like agree on a certain expense or money. Expense basically means like what are the things that you pay for in your life. I will give you an example for expense because I think not everybody knows this word. I have a lot of expenses to pay. For example, electricity, internet, water, gym. Okay, so these are some examples of expenses that we can pay for. I have a lot of expenses to pay, so expenses are the things that we pay in our daily life, the things that we need and we pay for. So, for example, electricity is one, internet is another, water, gym, subscriptions. Maybe you have subscriptions online, luxury. Yeah, luxury is anything that is like for people. Make sure we're learning English vocabulary. All right. So it's luxury is something that is intended for rich people. Okay. Foundational. Foundational. What do you mean by foundational here, Ashur Matul? Because it can have meaning related to money or meaning not related to money. Payments. Yes, my payments, my expenses. Very good one. Okay, so let me show you, let me help you by showing you some words that are related to money, and you guys tell me what is the word that I'm looking for. Let's go. First one. So, what is this first thing? It's like, for example, dollar. Here I can see dollar, I can see euro, I can see pound, I can see yen. So, what do we call these? Basically, this is the money of a certain country. Every country has its own money. So, what do we call the money of that country? Dollar. Yes, dollar is one example of the word that I'm trying to look for. Dollar, yen, absolutely, yeah. So, what do we call these? Like the money that a country has. Every country has its own money. What do we call the money of a certain country? Of course, everybody does. So, what do you guys think? Anyone? Kroner. Which country is this, Pamela? Kroner. Which country? Can you share with us the country, please? That deals with Kroner, with Kroner. Okay, I don't see the word in the chat, so I will reveal it. The word very basically is currency. Currency. So currency is okay. They have difference in costs, of course, of course. So we can let me go step by step. So currency basically is the type of money that your country has, right? So, for example, perfect entertainment, great. Sweden has the kroner, nice. Okay, so Sweden has the kroner, very good. Cash, we can say cash. Getika, where have you been? Very nice to see you here. Yeah. So a currency is basically the money that your country has. For example, I live in Morocco. So Morocco, and our currency is dirham. It's called dirham, and its symbol is mad. Right. So let me share it with you. So our country, my country is Morocco. Our currency is the dirham, and uh, it's the abbreviation of it is mad. What about you guys? Can you guys share with us the currency of your country? What is the currency of your country? Can you share it with us? Bill currency. Where is Morocco? Morocco is northwest Africa. Is the northwest Africa. Let me show you my map. I want to do some. All right. So this is. I want to do some advertisement for my country, right? Okay, so this is my country. This is Morocco. This is Spain. So we are right next to Spain, but we are in Africa. So we are in the like northwest. All right, this is like Morocco. This is Spain. This is Portugal, and this is Algeria and Mauritania. These are our neighboring countries. Okay, so let's go back. Great, perfect. So USA they have the dollar. India, they have the rupee. Yeah, great. So rupee, India rupee. Uzbekistan, som. That's nice. That's very. This is the first time I hear about this. Did I pronounce it right? Tell me, did I pronounce it right? Pound. Pound is in Britain, for example. So while the United States has dollar, Britain has the pound. The pound. We write it like this: the pound. US dollar, absolutely. So for the United States, it's the US dollar. But for Britain, for the United Kingdom, it's the pound. Robina Jamal, hello, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. North Fatih from Nora Fathi. All right. China, yen. Yeah, the China is yen. Yeah, Li Tom. Great. Europe, very good. Europe, they have the euro. So a lot of European countries, they all deal with the euro, like Spain, France, maybe Portugal. So all the countries. Franc, I think the franc is like an old French currency, I think. Also in Morocco, we had the franc, but before. Interesting. Interesting currencies. Keep sharing your currencies in the chat. Don't stop. But I will move on. So what do we call this? Money that is metal. Money that is metal. So most of the time they are very small, they are round. So what do we call them? What is Japanese currency? Let me check. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, they also have the yen. Interesting. They also have the yen. All right. So they also have the yen. Perfect. Ching. No. Russia ruble. Yeah. Ruble. Interesting. Perfect. Perfect. So coins. Mostly we call them coin. Nizrin, you are correct, but the penny is just one example. It's the coins in the United States. Some coins we call them pennies. All right. Great. Yes, indeed. Yes, for Japan, it is indeed yen. Great. So these, as you guys said, we call them coins. Coins. All right. All right. Great. So these we call them coins. Okay, coins. So a coin is the metal, small. Mostly they are round. So it's the small round metal rubble. Yeah. What about Italy? I think Italy they deal with the euro because they are part of the European Union. So they are, I think, dealing with the euro. Coins. So we call these coins. Great. What about these? What about the paper now? What about the paper? So for the metal coin ones, for the metal small ones, we call them coin. What about the paper? I believe your countries all have paper money. So what do we call paper money? What do we call paper money? Like money that is printed in the form of paper. Anyone? So as we said, so for the like the metallic one, we call them coins, but for the paper one, perfect. Okay, note bill. Both are correct. Both you guys, Nisreen and uh, with Frankenstein. All right, this is just like yes, also Germany, Nisreen. Bill or notes. Both are correct, guys. So we can say a banknote or a note or even a bill. So I can say, for example, I have two $100 bills. All right. I have two $100 bills, meaning I have two papers. Each one of them is $100. So basically, this is what I mean. So banknote or a bill as well, we also call it that. Great. So for money in its like material form, because sometimes we can have it in the bank as just numbers. You just have numbers. But if you have it like in your hand, this is what we call cash. So let me repeat. So basically, money it can exist in cash, like in physical format that you can touch and give to people and take from people. And the cash can have two forms. The first form is coins, which is like the golden one there, which is like the silver or golden. And we have the money or the paper format, which is banknote. I hope this is clear so far. Great. Mostly when we have money in cash, we put it in like these things. What do we call these things? So what do we call these things where we put our money? Make this. All right. This is way better, I think. So can you tell us what do we call this kind of thing that we carry around, that we put in our jacket or we put in our pants, and we use it to save money. We use it to like to put our money. And please don't forget the like. That helps. That helps. If you like this video, that really helps. So please make sure to like the video. It takes like 1 millisecond. So please make sure to like the video because it really helps to push the videos to new people so that we can have like more entertaining discussions and more and more people can benefit from what we do. So we will appreciate it if you do that. Wallet, not a bullet. Absolutely not a bullet. A bullet is what we shoot out of a gun. Wallet, wallet, wallet. Okay. So I think you guys got it. So this is a wallet. All right. This is a wallet. My spelling is incorrect. Yeah, the spelling was incorrect, but it's totally fine. It was two letters actually wrong. All right. What about this one? So we put the money inside the wallet, but where do we get it from? We get it from these kind of machines. Great, Ahmed man, absolutely. Wallet. And though we pronounce it with an O, we write it with an A. So it's written wallet, but it's pronounced wallet. So what about these machines? So these machines are what we use. We put something inside of them and it gives us out some money. It's the best machine in the world. ATM. Yes, absolutely. ATM, Ahmed man. Great. And I like the dots. We can write it both ways. Getika piggy bank. This is absolutely not a piggy bank, Getika. But keep this thought. We will need it later on. ATM, ATM. So I think you guys already figured it out. So it is indeed an ATM. Let me ask you a question. ATM is an abbreviation. It's an abbreviation. What does it stand for? ATM is an abbreviation. It stands for something, for three words actually. So there is a common mistake, by the way. I hear a lot of people say ATM machine. ATM machine. It's wrong. So wait, let me hide the logo for a second. So as I said, I hear a lot of people they say ATM machine, and believe it or not, ATM machine is wrong. And even native speakers, by the way, even Americans make this mistake. They say, I will go to the ATM machine. Card become money. Sure, that's a good. Automatic tailor machine. Yeah, that's or teller, not tailor, but yeah, that's exactly it. So we never say ATM machine. Why? Because ATM already stands for automated teller machine. So ATM is the abbreviation of automated teller machine. So if you say ATM machine, it's like you say automated teller machine. All right, so there is a repetition because already the M in ATM stands for machine. So no need to repeat it. So please make sure whenever you say ATM, don't put machine next to it, all right? Because machine is already in the ATM. All right, what about these? What about these? Electric machine. It stands for automatic teller machine. What about these little things that we all have most of the time? Cards. Yes. What kind of cards? Are they identity cards? Are they playing cards? What are they? We have a lot of cards. Great. So it's a pen card, credit card, Visa card, debit card. I already have like 10 names of them. Great. Note. No, Pamela. Note, we use it for the paper money. We use it for paper money. Unless you are like still late. All right. Indeed, we say credit card or debit card. Mostly we use credit card. Credit card is when you have like when you can buy anything with the money, even if you don't have money on the card, you can buy it and then it goes as a loan on your credit card. Great. Credit card, just pay attention to the spelling, Mr. Lee. Credit card, perfect, perfect. You guys are doing fantastic job. Nice. So like when you go to the bank, where do you put your money? Where do you put your money? You need to open something at the bank in order for you to be able to put your money in a bank. So what do we call that? So what do we call the thing that you have in a bank that allows you to put money? So when you go to the bank, you just don't give them money and leave. You need to have something at the bank in order for you to be able. Great, Ahmed man. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. So in order for you to be able to operate, perfect. Entertainment, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, in order for you to be able to like take money from the bank or put money in the bank, you should have what we call a bank account. So a bank account is like a small account under your name at the bank, so they know that it's your bank. And then at the end of every month, you will receive or you can go to the bank and ask for a little piece of paper like the one that you can see on the screen. And this piece of paper, it tells you everything that you did during the month, everything. So for example, it tells you that you took uh, like $1,000 in the beginning of the month, you put $100, you paid this, you paid that, someone sent you money. So what do we call that kind of piece of paper? Let me see if I can find for you an example online. Or let me see if you guys wallet. All right. I think Pamela. If you Pamela is still a little bit late, so try to pull. If you are lock, no, no, that's not what we call it. We call it. I will reveal it. We call it bank statement. Bank statement. Let me show you an example of a bank statement. Let me see if I can find like a clear one. Okay, this is a good bank statement. All right, this is a good one. All right, so this is a bank statement. Okay, this is the example of bank statement. So bank statement, it shows you what did you do with your bank account or with your money during that month. So for example, for this person, the previous balance was 55 cents. He was paid, like this is how much he was paid. This is what he did. So he paid the web bill payment. He withdraw money from the ATM. He paid some fees. So the bank statement, it shows you everything that you did during that year or that month. Great. I see here Gatika got it. And by the way, let me go back to the previous picture. So share this instead. This. All right. The verb that we use with money from the ATM. Great. I see that Pamela made the mistake that we talked about, which is ATM machine. Pamela is still a little bit back, but yes, Pamela will know that we don't say ATM machine. All right. All right. So what I wanted to share with you is this: withdraw money. So when you go to the ATM, the verb that we use is to withdraw money. All right, to withdraw money. So when you withdraw money is when you take money out of the ATM. We say withdraw money. Let me share it with you here. So this is the verb. So to withdraw money. All right. So I can say yesterday I went to the ATM and I withdraw like $200. Okay. So you go to the ATM and you withdraw money, just like as a verb that I want you to keep in mind. So we said in the bank, you should have a bank account. Every month, the bank can give you like a bank statement. Bank statement is a little, like a little piece of paper that shows you all the transactions. And this is the last one, transaction. Transaction means operation. So we say transaction or we say operation in English. So let me write it for you. Operation, or we also say transaction. All right, transaction or operation. So anything that you do, if you like, hello, hello, welcome. You are a little bit late. We made a lot of money already. So you missed on a lot of money. We made a lot of money today. Yeah. So what I wanted to say is that any operation that you make with your money, whether you put money in your bank or you take money from your bank or you pay a bill or someone sends you money, every one of these we call them transactions or operations. So this is basically this last word. Okay. So when you put money, Getika, where are you? So when you put money in your bank account or inside like a small something like this thing that's inside this pig that we have on the screen that we all know. So what are you? Great, great. Everything is good. We hope everything is good with you as well. Getika, perfect, perfect. But what is the verb? What is the verb? Perfect, Hamza. Hello to you, Hamza, too. Saving account. Absolutely. A lot of people have what we call savings or saving account. This is the money that you put aside. You put this money aside in case you need it later. Because not all the money that you make, you should spend it at once. All right. You should spend some money. You should spend it reasonably. And you should save something on the side for emergencies, or maybe you want to buy something later. Yes. So what do we call that little pig, that pink pig, that pink pig that we always see? It's totally fine. Deposit. Deposit is any money that you put in your bank account. We call that a deposit. Deposit is also sometimes if you want to buy something, they will ask you to make a deposit, meaning you give them some money as a guarantee that you are going to buy. Piggy bank. Oh, it's wrong. That's the wrong spelling. Getika had the right spelling. It's a piggy bank. It is a pig, so that's the piggy, and it is used to put money inside of it, so that's why we call it bank. All right, let me share it with you on the screen. So we call it piggy bank. It's very famous, this piggy bank. Okay, you can see it everywhere, like especially in cartoon. If you grow up watching cartoon like me, we have seen a lot of piggy banks being broken in the past. So we use piggy banks to save money or for our savings. Some people, instead of saving like their money inside piggy banks or putting it in the bank, what do? They go and they put it in companies. They buy something, all right, so that it can make him or her more money. What do we call this operation? What do we call this operation? When you put money into something that will make you more money in the future. What do we call that? So please, while I will seize the opportunity while you guys are thinking about this to remind you again to please like the video. Maybe if you haven't subscribed, if you are just like passing by and you decided to check on us, make sure to subscribe. Maybe you will like the content that we make, and also maybe activate the notification bell. That way, you will not miss our future live streams. We do 2 live streams every week, so please make sure to subscribe, and that way you will not miss our yeah, investment. Great job. No, job actually is you sell your time for money. Okay, you sell your time for money. Stock, apologist. Oh, right. Bank statement. Great. Pamela is a little bit late. All right. So indeed, Hamza got it correct. It is an investment or investing. So investing or investment basically is when you put money maybe in a company, in a starting company, so that if that company grows, your money grows with it. So if you invest, for example, $100, maybe after 2 months or 6 months, that $100 becomes $1,000 or maybe $10,000. All right. So money that way it grows. And this is, by the way, the best way to make more money is to invest. Because if you just keep saving money, money actually loses its value with time. All right. Um, okay, before we move to this one, before we move to that last picture, let me just go very quickly again, seize the opportunity. And you probably guessed it if you are like an old follower, is that I will remind you to go to our website, WooEnglish.com. If you click on ebooks right here, you will manage to download some interesting ebooks for absolutely free. So let's say, for example, India Unveiled. Since we have some Indian followers, so India Unveiled, we already have like 676 downloads, free downloads. You can download it from here. You can see you can download it from here. This is download button. Otherwise, if you scroll down, you can read the book for free on our website. So this is the book. It's accessible for free for you, and the books can be navigated like by themes or by like difficulty. So if you go here, maybe you have just started learning English, so you can go to starter, for example. All right, or you can start with free ebooks, or you can start with the like what is it, elementary, all right, or pre-intermediate or advanced if you are advanced. All right, so that way you can like pick the books that match your level. All right. Great. So now, sometimes you need money and you don't have money. Maradona, absolutely. We do have Maradona on our website. Yes, we have all types of people on our website and also on YouTube channel. We have a lot of videos about all famous people. So sometimes you need money, but you don't have the money. So you go to the bank and you ask them to give them some money so that you can give it back later on. What do we call this kind of money that you take from the bank and you give it back later? What do we call it? So again, all right, I already see the answer in the chat. Let me just see if someone else would love to give us another cash. Well, cash, I mean, it simply means any money in its physical format, money in its physical form, whether it's coins or banknotes. All right. So if it's money that you can touch, that you can give to people, take from people, buy things with, sell things with, that's cash. But the word credit, that's French, but very good. That's the exact concept I'm looking for. It's credit in French, but in English we say in English a loan, a loan. All right, loan. Ahmed Man, approved. It just means that it's accepted. Because, by the way, if you go to the bank but you don't have a job, they will not give you a loan. They will reject you. But if you have a job and you prove to them that you can, that you can pay your loan, then they will approve. So approve, it just shows that they accepted giving you money. Okay, that they just accepted to give you money. Okay, checkbook, not really. Getica, not really. Checkbook is just where you write the checks. But for the loan is the money that someone gives you and you give it back to them. Imagine you want to buy a house. Most of us don't have like enough money to buy a house just to put around in the house. Okay, so we go to the bank and we ask them for a loan, and they give us a loan, and we buy the house, and then we keep paying the bank back. Okay. All right. So for loan, there are two verbs that we use. Two verbs. Let me go back here. All right. The first verb is borrow, and the second verb is lend. So to lend money and to borrow money. And my question to you guys is, what is the difference between borrow and lend? Borrow and lend. They are both verbs, and they are both related to loans. They are both related to taking money temporarily and then giving it back to a person. But what is the difference between borrow and lend? You can explain it to me, or you can. Perfect. Entertainment Baba. What is your name, by the way? Because I can't keep calling you Entertainment Baba. It's a very long name. Borrow means to take, and lend means to give. Interesting. Interesting. Do you agree with our man here, Entertainment Baba? Do you agree with him? Land, Bala, Mina. All right, Bala. Okay, interesting name. So land with back, but borrow not. No. You give both of them. You give them back. You give them back both of them. And by the way, sometimes we can just borrow or lend money. We can also borrow or lend a book, for example. If you like a book that I have, you can say, "Hey, can I borrow your book?" And then you read it and you give it back to me. Okay, I'm not giving it to you for forever. Land is take as well. Land is take, not really, not really. Actually, Bala like got it correct. So for borrow, it's to take. To take. I will borrow your book. Can I borrow your phone? Meaning, can I take your phone? And then I will give it back, of course. And lend, I say I will lend you my book, but give it back. So lend means to give. Let's give an example. Let's give example. So John borrowed money from the bank, meaning he took money from the bank. So John borrowed money from the bank. But for lend, I can say John lended some money to his friend, meaning he gave some money to his friend, and his friend will give it back once he is ready. Lend is there. So is it clear? Is it clear for you guys? I hope it is clear. I hope it's clear. So borrow is to take, and lend is to give. Let's use an example. Let's give an example, or let's practice it. Oopsie. All right. So I didn't hide it. All right. Let me hide it here. All right. So in this exercise, let me see if it worked. No, it didn't work. All right. So let me very, very quickly fix this exercise. And then I will share with you my screen again. So in this exercise, I have for you two sentences. And what you need to do, you should use either lend or borrow, depending, is it given or taken? Okay. So let me share the screen again. Sorry. I just I didn't notice that I didn't like animate a certain word. Okay. So as I said, so we have a loan. Loan is money, loan, and we use with it two verbs, borrow and lend. So borrow means to take, and lend means to give. And these are two examples. So, for example, borrow. John borrowed money from the bank, meaning he took the money from the bank, and lend means to give. John lended some money to his friend. Hamza gave us another example. Can I borrow your book? Yes, very good. Can I borrow your book means can I take your book? Perfect, perfect. That's the exact correct use. All right, these are the examples. Let me make them bigger. All right. Sarah asked if she could something, borrow or lend your bike for the weekend. So is it borrow or lend? Number two, I don't mind borrow or lend you my textbook for the exam. I haven't finished it yet. I will lend it to you next week. You gave very good examples, Hamza, actually. So the first one is, can I borrow your book? The second one, I haven't finished it yet, but I will lend it to you next week. That's great. Okay. Can you? All right. Very good. Ahmed Man, good example. Can you lend me your car? Meaning, can you give me your car temporarily? So, number one, if she could, if she could lend, really, see, if she could take, not lend. Number two is lend. Yeah. So, exactly. So, number one actually is borrow. It's borrow. All right. Why? Because Sarah wants to take your bike. And we said borrow is the verb that means take. So we should say Sarah is asked if she could borrow, meaning take your bike for the weekend. All right. This is why she is asking. Number two, I don't mind giving you my textbook, meaning I don't mind lending you my textbook. So I hope the difference between these two verbs is clear for you guys. One is borrow. The number one is give. No, it's take actually. It's take. It's take. You guys mixed them. All right. So I think it's not very clear for you yet. But it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Maybe we can use them later. All right. So let's move now to practice. All right, to practice. So I have for you five sentences, five very simple sentences. And what you guys need to do is to fill in these sentences with the following words. So the first word is ATM. ATM, we said it's the machine where you put your credit card and you take money. Loan is when the bank gives you some money and you give it back to the bank. Wallet is that small item where you put your money, like this one. This is a wallet. This is my old wallet, right? So this is a wallet. Investment is when you invest your money, like you put it in a small business or something so that it grows. Cash, we use it two times. So cash is the money that you can touch with your hand. So it will be used two times. And then credit card. Credit card is like that small card that we can use. For example, this is my credit card, right? So it's the card that you use to take money from the bank. All right. Number one. So, okay, you guys are already answering. I was busy explaining to you the exercise, but you guys are already like answering it. Okay, great. Oops, investment is already there. All right, that's my mistake again. My mistake. So the first one, Ashurmatov all right, I forgot the name. Bala, I think. Bala, yeah. So Bala says money and wallet. Amin says number one is cash. Same for Ashurmatov says number one is cash. Okay. So I will carry some cash. Very good. In my, not ATM. ATM is a machine. We don't take the machine with us. So I should say, I will carry some money in my wallet, meaning I will put some money in my wallet. All right. Perfect. So Bala, it's not ATM. Number three, the outside the grocery. Ah, okay, okay. Entertainment Baba, or yeah, maybe you mean like number two. All right. The outside the grocery store was out of order, meaning it was not working. Out of order means it was not working. So it was not working. So I had to go to the bank to withdraw some. All right. Perfect. All right. So let's see. So number two. So it's ATM, and the second one to withdraw some cash. All right. So cash, we used it both. We used ATM. We used the wallet. So let's go to number three. Number three, it's already there by mistake. So I've been saving for a while. Now I'm considering making an investment to help grow my wealth. Wealth is how much money do you have? Wealth. Number four, my friend got a new and she is excited to start using it to make up purchases without carrying cash. So if you don't want to carry cash, no, I mean for cash we already used it. Credit card for number four. Second, money. Number three is an investment. It's already there. Oh, please, yes, please smash the like button, like Amin says, please. Yes, don't forget to like this video, guys, because it really, really helps. Great. Bala, absolutely. So for number four, credit card. Yes. So she just got her credit card and she can't wait to start using it. Last one, taking out a can be helpful way to finance big purchases, but it's important to understand the terms and repayment schedule. So the only word that we still have left is loan. So when you take a loan, you should be very careful. Nice, great. I mean, you got it. Perfect. So loan. Yep. All right. So next exercise. Okay, Bala, same answer. Next exercise is idiomatic expressions. Some idiomatic expressions that use the word money in them. I have for you 6 idiomatic expressions. We will use 3 and 3. 3 and 3. Right? So we will see the first 3 and then we will see the second 3. So let's see. So the first 3. Money talks. Does money talk? Of course it doesn't talk. But so what do we mean by the expression money talks? It has another meaning then. Money talks. It does talk, by the way. Money talks. Number 2, cost an arm and a leg. So if I bought something and it cost me an arm and a leg, what does that mean? Money doesn't grow on trees. Absolutely. Money doesn't grow on trees. Believe this, money doesn't go on trees. Yeah. So number 1, money talks. So Amin says, money talks means money has influence and power. Or money does everything. All right. So the exercise here, guys, is to match between 1, 2, 3 and A, B, C. So Amin says 1 is C, 2 is B, meaning to cost an arm and a leg means to be very expensive. Bala joins him in this answer. So Bala also says that number 2 is A. And the last one, Amin says number 3 is B. All right, let's see then. Yes, indeed. So number 1, so we say if something costs you an arm and a leg, this means that this thing is very expensive. Let's see, for number 3, money doesn't grow on trees means money is not easily acquired. You need to work very hard to make money. All right. Last one, money talks means money has influence and power. Let's see these 3 expressions in 3 examples. So, for example, In politics, money talks. So in politics, money talks. So you can give money to gain something, but right, you know how it goes. Let me take my head away from the screen. All right. I really like the way you answered it, Ashurmatov. It's CB, it's CAV. Good. Great way to answer it. Yeah. So money talks means money can have power. It can change things. It can change even the law sometimes. Buying the house cost them an arm and a leg, meaning it was very expensive to buy a house. Last one, you should be very careful with your spending. Money doesn't grow on trees. You should be very careful how you spend money, because you don't find money on the trees. Money, you work very hard to make it. Okay, next move to the next three. So the next three, the first one is to make ends meet, to pay through the nose, to pay with your nose. What does that even mean? To pay with your nose? Money burns a hole in your pocket. I really love this one. Money burns. It's very hot. It's very hot, right? It's very hot. That it burns a hole in your pocket. So again, match 1, 2, 3 with ABC. Let's see how you will do this one. So to make ends meet, is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Pay through the nose. Is it A? Is it B? Is it all right? So CBA says C, meaning 1 is C, and A to pay through the nose, and then last one, money burns a hole. Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Do I have any other same Ashurmatov? I think no. Ashurmatov, that's your answer for the previous one. All right. Let me see. All right. There is a mistake here. So it should be actually it should be like you guys said. So to pay through the nose is when you pay a lot of money for something, and for uh, this one, yeah, it should be here. All right. My bad. Okay. This is also yes. So to pay through your nose means that you spend money or you pay a lot of money for something. Number two, money burns a hole in your pocket means money is so hot, the moment you take it, you spend it at the same time. And the last one, to make ends meet, is to earn money to cover your expenses. I will give you again some examples so that you can understand these idiomatic expressions very well. All right, sorry. That was my mistake. You are correct, Bala. You are absolutely correct. All right, please. If you haven't liked the video yet, please make sure to do that, because the views have dropped significantly. Okay, so I can say Jenna is working hard to make ends meet and pay her bill. So to pay her bill, or we say to make ends meet. Next one, Sarah paid through the nose for her concert ticket because she waited until the last minute to buy it. If you want to go to a football match or you want to go to a music concert, if you wait until the last moment, you will pay high prices for the same ticket, because the tickets they get like more expensive when the event is closed. And the last one, even every time Tom gets his allowance, means every time he gets his money, he spend it on or right away. It's like money burns hole in his pocket. So this is how we use this expression. Okay. All right. So last one, I will have a discussion, quick discussion, and yeah, the discussion, it was said before. So can money buy happiness? Do you think this is the case? Can money buy happiness for you guys? Do you agree or do you disagree with this statement? Can money buy happiness? No. Great. It's a like solid no from Ahmed Man. It's like no, absolutely not. What are you talking about? Why? Can you tell us why, Ahmed Man, you think that money cannot buy happiness? In my perception, no. Why? Can you guys like give me arguments? Pamela is still in the previous one. In a certain way. How? Can you tell me why? I mean, how does money buy happiness? So, do you guys agree with this statement? It's a very famous sentence. They say money buys happiness. But is that true? Money buys happiness. I really like this picture. Let me show you one picture that I found. I really like it. Yeah, it really shows exactly. Yeah. So, does money buy happiness? What do you think? All right, great. Ashurbatov says no, never. It doesn't buy happiness. So let's see. What are your arguments? Money give you only physical pleasure, not mental. Very good point. Very good point. Um, all you need is to live without money and then check if you can handle it. I'm sure most people can't handle it. There are a lot of expenses right now. There are a lot of things we need to pay. Don't spend all your money on useless things. Cause it's just bank papers or bank notes. It's like paper. Paper cannot buy happiness. Like true love. Happiness is simplicity. I agree with you. Yeah. A lot of times, actually, it's when you don't spend a lot of money that you will feel very happy because when you just like to spend money, then you kind of become like a slave to money, right? You need to make a lot of money so that you can spend it. Yeah, I agree. I agree with this one actually. Very good point. All right. What about the others? So, do you think that money can buy happiness? So, I've seen some very, very amazing answers here so far. All right. Okay. Yes, this is what I wanted to know. I mean, because you said maybe or to some point, to some extent, yes, and half no. Well, you should tell us what is the yes, what is the no. Without money in a short time. All right. So you are comparing long term and short term. If I understand you well. If I understand you well, you mean like money can buy you happiness, like shortly, but then it's like you are not happy anymore. And actually, I agree with this. I agree with this because money it can buy you happiness for some time. But okay, imagine that you think that happiness is having like a nice car. Uh, you can make money, you can buy that car, but then that car becomes like very normal in your eyes because you have it now. You see, cannot pay feeling and respect. Exactly, but that's the other side of it. Okay, so we can't pay our bills, we can't pay our houses, we can't pay our food with love and feelings. Nowadays living costs money. Exactly, exactly. Shortly breathing will cost money, just like, and you need to pay for this. I think this is what I feel the world is going for. But very interesting ideas. Very interesting ideas. I think we can. I think we have. All right, money is just paper. with reputation. Yeah, the money we give money, the like we give money its value. We give money its value. The logical choice is to be neutral and medium in spending money. Okay, I will give you my own idea, and I think we can finish with that. For me, money is a tool, not a goal. Nice. It even rhymes. Oh wow. I'm very wise. I sound very wise right now. Money is just paper with reputation. Spend some time and stop. Yeah, we can we should be moderate. You eat, drink with money. Yeah, it's a disaster reaction. All right. And Bella says, suppose someone has a lot of money, but he is not have truthful person in his life. Therefore, he is alone and a human being. Every human wants exactly. Or even when someone has money but doesn't have health, they have maybe cancer or they have something like that. Of course, I agree. So this is what I will finish this live stream with, which is that money is a tool, is not a goal. If you have money as a goal, you will never achieve it because you always want more money. Always want more money. If you have $1 million, you want $2 million. If you have $2 million, you want $3 million. All right. So make money a tool, a something that we use to spend and not a goal in its end. All right. In Morocco, we say put money in your pocket, not in your heart. Put money in your pocket, not in your heart. And I think with this note, I think we can finish this live stream. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have missed our live streams, you can go right back into our live stream section on our YouTube channel, and you can watch every single live stream that we have had with subtitles. All right, in your native language. So I will see you on Saturday with a grammar live stream. So we'll talk about models. One of you asks me to do a live stream about models, and we will do it this Saturday. So don't miss our Saturday live stream about models. Until then, thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of the week, and see you on Saturday.